Hey, hey, hey. This is Kadada Gray, guest host of Make It Plain with Reverend Dr. Mark Thompson. Now, Mark Thompson is not here. The Rev is not here today. So I am here in New Orleans where it is muggy, where it is hot as hell at Netroots Nation 2025. And I promise you, if you are unfamiliar with Netroots, you need to find your way here. I'm going to tell you why. Because there are still people in this political fight, okay? We are still fighting. We might be a little tired, but we're still fighting. Today is the first full day, and I have been quiet because I have been in awesome panels and meeting people. And one of the amazing people that I have met, and I'm going to tell you guys a short story as we were sitting here discussing and chatting it up, right? Sometimes we're just told to meet people along the way, which is awesome, which is cool. But he told me my name was made up, and it sounded as if it was like a fairy tale.
I'm still not convinced.
He's still not convinced my name is my name, right? But that's hilarious.
Yeah.
But you guys, say hello to Kevin Scott. Say
Hi.
hey, Kevin.
Hi.
Okay,
Yep.
Kevin's going to be shy, right? But I need you to speak up. I need you to say hi.
Hello, Kevin Scotts. Kevin Scott. I'm with Community Spring in Gainesville, Florida.
Now, what's interesting about Kevin is that one, we're going to send prayers, thoughts and prayers if he's in Gainesville, Florida. Because, we know how we feel about Florida, but that's okay. But he works for an organization that does work on universal basic income. Now, however, it's not just for everybody. It's not just for people that we would normally think, including, like, I would probably say, like, single mothers or immigrant populations. It's actually with incarcerated people. Is that my understanding?
Close. Yes.
Okay, close.
Yes. It's
right.
For people who have recently been released from incarceration.
Okay.
Yeah, which is definitely unusual in the landscape of guaranteed income work.
Yeah,
for
most
sure.
definitely.
Yeah, so we are, so Community Spring, we are an economic justice organization. We're pretty young as far as organizations go. We're 5.5 years old. We just celebrated our 5th anniversary. And so January.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you. January 2025 was our 5th birthday. The guaranteed income work is technically 3.5 years old. So that came a couple years into our existence. But yeah, to your point, the fact that we chose formerly incarcerated people as our target population definitely is a distinction for us.
How did that come about? Why did you decide to get into this work?
Yeah, so in the beginning, guaranteed income was not on the radar. We are an economic justice organization, and Community Spring is built on the idea of people who are closest to the problems are the ones who are closest to the solution.
Yeah, I agree.
And so when we were thinking about solutions to poverty in our backyard in Gainesville, Florida, evidently you have feelings about Florida, and we do too.
Okay, don't we all have problems with Florida?
I get it.
Come on.
I live there. I get it. I'm with you. I understand. Believe me.
We know.
Yeah, we know. If you've been paying attention to Florida in the last forever, I get it. Anyway, but so we one of the things that we saw in our community as people who have been impacted by poverty was that the systems of poverty and incarceration are so woven together.
Yeah.
They are two systems that feed each other so well. And so we thought, wouldn't it be amazing if there was some way to sort of wedge ourselves into that revolving door there? And so at the beginning of 2022, through all these sort of insane circumstances that are kind of too much to get into almost, we had this opportunity to do this experiment.
Yeah.
And we thought it was just going to be this one-time experiment to do a 12-month intervention where we were going to give people who had recently come home from incarceration 12 months of guaranteed income.
Wow. Okay.
So they get 12 months of unconditional financial support. They can use the money for anything they wish. So no one tells them what they can and cannot use the money for. It is totally up to them. That is very important for us.
Yeah.
And our program is designed and led by people who've been incarcerated. I'm one of those people.
Okay.
That also makes us very distinct. So this is sort of lived experience
Mm-hmm.
turning around. It is vital for us to sort of like have that expertise woven into our work. We think that makes our programming more impactful because it's based on reality.
Right.
And so, anyway, we thought it was going to be a one-time thing, like an experiment. Because it was so impactful, it has now gone on to be an ongoing part of our programming, and we're now in our third year.
Can I be nosy enough to ask how much were people guaranteed every month for guaranteed base? Okay,
How
first of
much
all,
money?
before you ask, can we just discuss what is guaranteed? Is it basic income?
Okay, good
Let's
question.
talk about what that is. Let's define
Okay,
that for everyone.
Yeah, so there is a distinction.
Okay.
So UBI and GI, often used interchangeably,
Yeah.
which is kind of fine, but they are different.
Okay.
So UBI, universal basic income, is the idea that everybody gets the same amount of money, no matter how much income you have. So that would be whether you're a millionaire or you make $500 a week.
Okay.
Everyone in that scenario gets
the same amount of money.
Let's say $1,000 a month, no matter what.
Okay.
In that case.
Okay.
Guaranteed income, or GI, means okay, this group of people is disproportionately in poverty.
Mm-hmm.
Let's help lift these people up through a temporary guaranteed income. Let's say of $500 a month for 12 months to help them stabilize.
Right.
And so that's a guaranteed income.
Okay.
In our case, the first year we did it, but also like the folks in our pilot year, they got $1,000 in the first month.
Oh, wow.
And then $600 a month for the next 11 months.
Okay.
So we gave them a little extra to help sort of like boost them
Mm-hmm.
that first year. So that was, we tried that out the first year.
What do people do with that money?
Whatever they want.
Okay.
But so we were able to see in the background merchant codes, they call them, or like sort of categories of spending. Because we wanted to see.
Yeah, you got to do it for data. You have to have data tracking for data.
Correct.
Yeah.
And so you'll be surprised to know that formerly incarcerated people spent their money just like everyone else. So,
I don't think I had any kind of thoughts, because I think that people, if you give people the opportunity to have extra money, they're going to live. And by living, I mean pay bills, catch up on stuff, buy food, right? Stock the pantry.
That's exactly right. Yeah. So people tend to, when they have income, to invest in themselves. Mm-hmm. So it was the same top categories that you would see from any other guaranteed income study that's happened. So it was like, retail services, food, groceries, transportation, utilities, things like that.
Yeah.
So people tended to do the things that they needed to for themselves, to invest in themselves and their families.
Okay. Did you have? It's my understanding that the mayor of Gainesville was all on board. Was this true?
That's true. Yeah. So in 2021, then the mayor of Gainesville, his name is Lauren Poe, joined this national coalition of mayors called Mayors for a Guaranteed Income.
Okay.
So he was on board in terms of like supportive. We are not a city program, though. We are privately funded.
Okay.
This was not public dollars. So he was a supportive person. He was a supportive spokesperson as well, which is great. He is no longer the mayor of Gainesville, but the next mayor of Gainesville, Mayor Harvey Ward, also joined Mayors for a Guaranteed Income, and has also been supportive of us and is a spokesperson for us as well. But again, still not a city program, but we've had the support of city officials, which is great.
Okay.
It helps us.
And what does support look like? How do you define support?
Just in terms of like, meaning the city officials, the mayor, at least in our case, and we know other officials as well, think that what we're doing is a good idea. They recognize that there's an overlap between poverty and incarceration. They see the need to have better policies in play. They see the need to have more supports for people that are currently and formerly incarcerated. And basically, like, they have spoken positively about what we're doing. They've attended events. They've been supportive of our work. It helps. It really helps. It matters.
Okay. And what is the impact that you have seen in the 3 years that you've been doing this?
Oh my God. Okay. So this is the best part. Okay. So amazing. So the first year, it was just a pilot.
Yeah.
like, okay, like we're going to do this. We'll see how this goes.
Right.
We didn't really know. So we've kept it going because the impact was so good. Currently, we've changed a few of the things. So the way it goes now, $800 a month.
Okay.
For 12 months.
Okay.
So the first year it was $7,600.
Okay.
Now it's $9,600.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So we actually increased the money based on the recipient feedback. So again, we center expertise. They are the experts, the lived experience. We turned around. We said, how is this going? If you could make any changes, what would you do? They are the experts. So we incorporated their suggestions. So that's the deal. And instead of once a month payments, it's given out in bi-monthly payments as well. So on the 1st and the 15th of every month, 400, 400, 400, 400.
Okay, I like that.
They seem to think it would be a stabilizing thing. So anyway, the first year, the recidivism rate, which is always the first question everyone asks, so I sort of lead with that to get it out of the way. The reincarceration rate was 31% lower for people that were getting the money compared to people that were not getting the money.
Oh, wow.
Which is massive.
Yeah, that is amazing.
Massive.
That's a huge number.
It's huge. In our county, about a quarter of probation violations are simply due to a lack of money.
That would make sense,
there's no
y'all.
offense,
That would make sense.
There's no crime.
Right.
It's simply you are too poor to be free. So we cut that in half, which is incredible.
And that's because that is an issue because when you go see a probation officer, you have to pay every time you go.
100%. So
which is ridiculous. I just want to say that out there in the world. That's ridiculous.
That's right. Yeah. So there's probation fees. Maybe you have to wear an ankle monitor. Some people have to do like a polygraph test, drug testing classes. It depends on the person. There's any number of things.
Okay.
If you can't keep up with those things, the solution ultimately will be to put you back into a cage. So we cut that in half, which is amazing.
Okay, yeah.
Mental health went up, hunger went down, employment actually stabilized and increased over time. It didn't lead to this, rash of like laziness.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was very good. And so in the first year, that all we did was we gave people money.
Yeah.
We were nice to them. That's it. That's it.
The ability to be nice is just, it's so humanizing, right? I mean, to have the love of humanity and really looking at people where they have their individual needs that are trying to be met, that they're fighting to be met, is such a simple thing, right? We think it's simple, but it seems like we don't want to do that.
It's a big deal. And for people who have been dehumanized, oftentimes physically abused, sometimes for decades, have their humanity stripped by design, to be treated with trust, and with, we know people's names, we use their names, to be treated with kindness, without exception, regardless of their past, meant a lot to people. People have reported back, like, the money was great. It allowed me to purchase XYZ, but just the fact that you treated me with the fullness of my humanity meant more to me than the things I was able to purchase. You rehumanized me. And that is actually a lasting effect that will last longer than the things I purchasased. Like I reclaimed my life in a way that, like, I can't even like put a price tag on. So that means a lot. Anyway, so like in the ensuing years, we've also continued to work on policy change. Individual support matters, but we have to change the ecosystem. So we've passed Florida's first fair chance hiring ordinance.
Yay! Amazing. Congratulations.
So like that's the first in the state to do that. Phone calls are free from the county jail now.
Oh, wow.
Which is which, if you know, is insanely expensive.
Yes. And it's all privatized. A lot of that is privatized. It's like we're literally building wealth on the backs of prisoners and
their families.
And their families. That's true, because the families have to come up with the money or accept it on the other end, and a lot of these families don't have that money, so the connections are not being made. Which is I love that. I love that there's a thought around keeping people whole. Like, let's try to put people back together.
That's right.
I like that.
So phone calls are free now. At the jail is huge. It's keeping connections.
Yes.
People can also begin to orchestrate their lives before they get out, because
Yes.
they can make connections with the outside world, which is a big deal. We've been able to wipe out like 15 or 16 discretionary court and jail fees as well, endlessly nickeling and diming people.
Right.
All of this has kept millions of dollars in the community, and we were able to inspire the first reentry center in the county, which is staffed and led by former prisoners as well. So anyway, anyway, all this to say, so the first year it was the guaranteed income was very impactful. Year in, as we're building, it's even more impactful as the years are going on.
Okay.
So we're now in our third year. Like I mentioned, like, oh, it was like 31% better.
Yeah.
You know, in the current year, as it stands right now, we are 8 months deep into the current cohort. The current reincarceration rate, as it stands today, as we sit here right now, is 10%.
Wow.
Which, if you know,
amazing,
is astronomical.
Amazing
compared to any other like traditional correctional punitive. I mean, it's and again, what we're doing is we're getting people support, holistic community support, and we're just being kind to people and giving them the resources that they've been deprived of. That's it.
So I'm not going to keep you because I hear there's ice cream somewhere around here. There's ice cream somewhere around here. I promise you all, there's ice cream somewhere. So why tell the world why this is an important endeavor that all cities and states should take on?
I mean, yeah, so it is obviously in the interest of all of us for our neighbors to be doing well. Like like you want your neighbor to be thriving.
Right.
That feels good. Like, so, you know, there's like that you know, the community safety, the community health arguments of all of that, of like, you know, your neighbor doing well means that you're going to be doing well, your neighborhood's going to be doing well. There's that. So, you know, if that doesn't do it for you, if like just that like sort of emotional humanity thing doesn't
the morality side of it, the value side of it.
If that doesn't do it for you, just financially, fiscally, it is absolutely in your interest for this to be a thriving a thing that's going well. Like, we hemorrhage money in the billions spent on punishments and punitive measures, as opposed to simply just supporting people when they come home. And like the United States has more bodies in cages than any other country on the planet by a huge measure. We are the heavyweight champions of incarceration.
What a way to put it.
we incarcerate. We have like doubled, quadrupled, quintupled down on incarceration, even though it is a utterly failed solution. So anyway, interrupting that cycle, this endless cycle of incarceration, poverty, incarceration, for that to be interrupted is in all of our interest. If the human toll doesn't do it for you, it's just, I mean, for the interest of your own bank account, for this to be improved is in your interest as well.
So all you fiscal Republicans out there, I'm just saying.
And
I'm just going to say that.
I mean, guaranteed income broadly is a good idea. I support it regardless. And for this population in particular, there's a growing body of evidence why this is a good idea.
Well, thank you, Kevin.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
And we'll be in contact more because I want to learn more.
Please,
I feel like, listen, I'm in Georgia. You guys are out there in the world. We can bring this forward. It's a fight it's possible. It's possible.
It's working.
And as we are starting to watch different prisons, jails that are built, especially ones that are being privatized, I think it's now time to fight for the change that we want to see. And do right by people. All right. I'm signing off, you guys. Thank you. Make it plain.